Right, I think we are live now. So everyone, hi once again. My name is Kate, who doesn't know me, and we are on our regular format of VC pitching sessions by InnMInd, focused on the deal flow, focused on Web3 startups and VC investors. So as always, I wanted to get started with the introduction from our invited VC investors. But before moving on, I wanted just to take a note that we received amazing amount of applications for the last pitching sessions. And unfortunately, we are limited in the capacity for each pitching session. So I really appreciate the interest, and I encourage every startup who applied but was not selected for this pitching session to continue working and also applying for the next sessions, which are actually regular. So we have them every 2-3 weeks. So there are a lot of opportunities upcoming. And as always, as I said, let's start with a brief introduction of our VC investors. And I wanted to start giving the mic to Josu, one of our regular guests and VCs at InnMInd, representing Stratified Capital. So Joe, just a couple of words, please.
Yeah, so hi everyone, I'm Joe. I'm from Stratified Capital. So three things that we are looking into. First is you get the clear visions to tackle some real problems. Secondly is that you have mass adoption potentials. Last one, this is about a technology barrier. So basically, we have like diversified portfolio in our portfolio projects to provide some synergy. So hope today we could get some more brilliant ideas today. Thanks.
Thank you, John. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for joining. Great. So next I wanted to pass the mic to Jack Trop from Eterna Capital, also for a brief introduction, please.
Thank you. Pleased to be here. I'm Jack, an investment analyst at Eterna Capital. Eterna Capital is a London-based blockchain-focused VC. We're pretty agnostic with our approach, and we typically invest from pre-seed to Series A. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jack. Yeah, pleasure to have you today with us. Great. I wanted to then move to Afford Capital and Alexander Pimov, also for a brief introduction, please.
Hi, my name is Alexander. I'm from Afford Venture ecosystem. We invest in technology projects to create a new future world for mankind. We have several directions. Afford Capital is a venture DAO fund and syndicate. We have Afford Labs, a venture studio, and as well we have a scoring service. It's a service which scores pre-seed and seed startups with 220 parameters. So I'm here to take contacts of few cool startups and be with you guys. Really glad to be there.
Thank you, Alex. Yeah, and thanks a lot for joining. Hope you like the session. Also moving forward, also one of our regular guests and VCs, Catherine, representing Gate.io. Catherine, also for a brief introduction, please.
Yeah, hi guys, nice to meet you. This is Catherine from Gatelabs. And Gatelabs, as one of the top 10 centralized exchange, we have done the investment for nearly 2 years. And our portfolio almost contain all the categories, like the DeFi, GameFi, SocialFi, infrastructure, and other kinds of the projects. So still very glad to be here to join this pitch day and to find some quality ones to further discuss with them about the investment. So thank you again for the invitation. Thanks.
Thank you so much, Catherine. Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Do we have anybody from KeyX VC today? Okay. All right, maybe still not. Let me do a double check. All right, maybe I suggest that, yeah, we still have a lot of VCs who are watching us on YouTube and also LinkedIn, and some of them are joining like literally any minute right now. So once we have the first startup pitching, we will also pause and make an introduction for the VCs who will be joining. So I suggest we can get started with the first pitch, and I wanted to pass the mic to Adam Ihsan, representing Uniram startup from Singapore. So Adam, the floor is yours, please.
Awesome, thank you. All right, give me a minute here while I share my screen. Thank you all for coming here today. And there we go. So hi guys, my name is Adam. I'm based in Singapore and I'm building Uniram, a universal on-ramp solution for Web3. Our vision is to be the default solution for crypto on-ramp and off-ramp, and our mission is to make fiat crypto conversion easy. This is my team. My co-founder, Joe, and I have been developers for over 6 years. We co-founded a no-code debt builder platform that was acquired last year. Jack, our lead advisor, is a veteran in the on-ramp, off-ramp Web3 payment infrastructure space and have held senior positions in Wire, Consensus, Unlimited. So this is the journey leading to Uniram. Joe and I met 6 years ago as students. And 2 years ago, we founded our first startup. And last year, we had our first early exit. And during this time, we realized the importance of fiat token on-ramps. Web3 platforms require fiat to crypto exchange to onboard users. And most platforms cannot sell crypto themselves. In the last 5 years, exchange agents or on-ramp fiat gateways have come into existence. And here's the problem. There are too many fiat gateways fragmenting the landscape. Each fiat gateways support different countries, different crypto, different payment methods, different technologies. And to make matters worse, it is estimated that 50% of all on-ramp transactions fail at the first attempt. So Uniram first aggregates fiat gateway into one widget and one API. On top of that, we built a routing algorithm to match end users to the right on-ramp. We take into factors pricing, speed, risk profile, country to maximize transaction success rates. Before, businesses had two options for their users to on-ramp. They either do the fiat crypto conversion themselves, or they integrate multiple fiat gateways into their platform, maybe MoonPay, Mercurial, Wire. So we built a better option. Uniram, one integration, many gateways, you get better pricing for your end users and higher transaction success rates. So we currently have about 3 direct competitors: OnRamper, Poco, Magic Labs. Our routing algorithm leverages on-chain liquidity to support 10 times more crypto tokens versus our competitors. For example, if an end user were to purchase a token that's not supported by a fiat gateway, perhaps a PayPay token, well, we will route them to perhaps buy Ether on MoonPay and then do a DeFi swap on-chain on Uniswap to the PayPay token. Our widget can be integrated easily into the client environment. It takes less than 15 minutes for our widget to be embedded in a website, a web app, or a dApp. And our API is made modular so that it's simple for startups, but robust enough for enterprise. Currently, we support 120 countries, 10 payment methods, and about 9,000 crypto tokens. Our revenue primarily comes from the end user via a B2B2C model, where we take 1% fee per transactions. And businesses can also set additional fees for their end user. There's also a one-time integration fees for tokens that are not directly supported by existing fiat gateways. We are working to obtain a key position in the high growth market. Right, it's estimated by in the next 7 years, our SOM will be about 37 billion in obtainable volume. And in other words, with a 1% revenue fee, Uniram could be making $370 million in annual revenue in the next 8 years. Here are our current milestones and our next steps. We are raising a 500,000 pre-seed round via SAFE at a 4 million valuation cap. That gives us about 18 months runway. In the last 6 months, we have obtained service level agreement with 3 fiat gateways integrated with Ethereum, Binance, Polygon chain, In March, we launched our beta program and ended with about 200K in volume the next month. And about 3-4 weeks ago, we just launched our V1 product that you can actually find on our website. In the next 6 months, using the capital we raise, we plan to increase fiat gateways, support more chains, and most importantly, increase our distribution channels. And we are on track to hit about 1 million volume per month by the end of the year. We hope to begin raising our seed round as early as February next year. So we are working hard to position ourselves in the best position to obtain value and volume during the next bull market. All right, thank you. That is all 10 minutes of my story and pitch. Thank you, InnMInd, for organizing this event, and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Adam, thank you so much for sharing this with us today. And yeah, appreciate to be perfect timing. So please, any questions to Adam and Unirem, please?
Hey, Adam, thank you for the pitch. Just a general question. What's your go-to-market strategy here?
So our current go-to-market strategy is that we are working with like incubators and ICO, IDO accelerator programs to kind of push for their incubators, for their participants to actually integrate with our solution. So in the last 6 months, we have worked with Pinksil. We have tried and onboard projects, freshly IDO projects to use our platform, and that has been working well for us at the moment. But we realize at the same time that a lot of these younger projects might not be able to accrue value in the next 5 years, because a lot of startups and young projects might not be around in the next 1 or 2 years. So we have recently switched strategies. We have started talking to exchanges, wallets, infrastructure companies that have been around for like 2 years, 3 years, that we know that we can actually get consistent volume for, right? But that has been the journey so far. Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Yeah, I get one. Hey, Adam, so could you elaborate more about your fiat gateways? Is like you collaborate with banks, or do you own your own license, or could just some more elaboration on this? Thanks.
So we work with, yeah, great question. We work with the fiat gateways. We work with licensed fiat gateways to do the aggregation, right? So we talk to them, sign SLAs with them. We tell them that we are going to use their solution as part of our aggregation engine. And we combine all of their APIs, SDKs into one widget, one API, and we do the routing for the end users as well. So it's B2B2C. Businesses will implement our solution so that their end users can actually on-ramp for their platforms. All right, and we guide the end users to the best on-ramp based on like whatever routing factors that we previously mentioned: price, speed, location, payment methods, right? And that's how currently it works. So like even KYC is done by the service provider themselves. We don't directly do the KYC, so all the liability will be on the service provider. Yeah.
Cool. Why I'm asking is because we have this kind of gateway. Maybe you could use their services, but it's okay for you to now not disclose the name here. But yeah, I would like to talk more like after this meetings. Maybe we could provide some help to you guys. Thanks.
Just thank you.
Thank you so much, Joel, Adam, Jack. Yeah, any other questions? All right, not for now. Yeah.
Thank you all. Right. If you guys have any more questions in the future, I'll be most happy to get on the call with you guys. Thank you for the time. Thanks.
Thank you, Adam. Yeah, really appreciate the pitch. Thank you so much. Great. So we are moving on, and I wanted to pass the mic to Alexander Seleznyov, representing Pessimistic Spotter, a startup coming from UAE. So Alex, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Please bear with me for a minute while I share my screen.
Sure, take your time.
I guess you can see it now.
Yes, all good to go.
Okay, great. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Alex. I'm CEO of Pessimistic Spotter, the first of a class proactive alert system against crypto exploits. I could also name my presentation how we could prevent earlier hack, if you like. Crypto hacks are a huge problem. It costed market 4 billion last year. And the number of security incidents has also been growing fast along with the industry itself. They are pretty much correlated. And The most common way to deal with those risks is performing 1 or 2 or more security audits. But security audits cannot neither guarantee the absence of the hack and never will, nor they can move with the same speed as the industry does from the management point of view. So this comes because of the manual nature of the security measures and the just simple lack of the technical talent on the market. So it's obvious that in 2023, Web3 needs a scalable, automated security solution, not just manual code audit. According to recent studies, more than half of all hacks and most devastating ones are performed in several steps, including funding, preparation for the hack, then the hack itself, and then the money laundering. Important thing is that preparation usually includes the deployment of special additional smart contract that contains all the logic of the attack. So with Spotter, we detect exploits during the first 2 steps, during the funding and the preparation, and even before the land of the blockchain. So with Spotter, we look for any newly deployed smart contract in the mempool. We analyze it using the mix of machine learning and static code analysis. And then we trigger security response, whether we find this smart contract attacking. And security response may vary. It may be pausing of the whole protocol, notifying the node operator, or withdrawal of the funds. We did an extensive customer development research and market research, and we decided that we need to focus on 2 main properties: on the reaction speed and the easiness of the user onboarding. So I will demonstrate both of them using our Telegram bot. So imagine I have a significant position in Curve 3 pool. So I can just go to the website of Curve, copy paste the address of the pool and paste it into our Telegram bot. Spotter will instantly analyze it and create custom monitoring detector for that will look at the mempool for any potential attack. Now I change my hat. I'm now a hacker, and I want to imitate the attack on Curve 3 pool. So I have special smart contract that looks malicious, and I will now deploy it right into Ethereum mainnet to see how fast Spotter will react. So as you see, I now sign the transaction, and we will receive the reaction. Yeah, we receive the reaction within a couple of seconds. This means that we are able to perform defensive action before hacker theoretically has the opportunity to launch the attack itself. As we're an active blockchain security company, we are already onboarding our existing smart contract auditing customers onto our solution. So there are many notable DeFi protocols who are already using our solution, including 1inch, Gearbox, Mellow Protocol, Opium Network, and others. We also plan to catch B2C market using plugins for existing wallets like MetaMask. A couple of words about the team. Both CEO and CTO, who is not on this call, have been working together for 6 years as a team. So we created 2 successful blockchain security companies, which performed hundreds of security audits. We created several popular open source security tools for Ethereum ecosystem. And also, aside from us, there are 8 people on the team, with 4 of them being developers. There are several competitors on the market. However, most of them are not focused on the security side of things and cannot provide such speed as our solution provides. Currently, we are raising 500K pre-seed for runway of 9 months with a valuation of 8 million. And we plan to spend this money to become profitable before the end of the year and finalize the technology before the end of the year also. That's it. If you have any questions, I'm more than happy to answer them.
Thank you so much, Alex. Really appreciate the presentation and the timing as well, which was perfect. So any questions, please?
Hey, thank you for the pitch. So just to confirm, so you guys are like pre-transaction monitoring?
Yes.
And can you do anything to prevent transactions, or is it mainly to find bad actors in the system?
Yes, sure. It depends on the actual customer. If the customer is an existing DeFi protocols, then things are a bit complicated because they need to implement some kind of privileged role to be able to perform any defensive action. And we're talking with many DeFi protocols on how this can be implemented. And there are several ERCs that are already being discussed within community. And if the end customer is a liquidity provider, then the things are even easier. Then the customer can just pre-sign the transaction of money of funds withdrawal from the protocol under attack and just store it on our backend or in their own wallet. And in case Spotter detects any attack, we can just broadcast the transaction of money withdrawal on behalf of our customer. And our benchmarks show that in like 98% of the cases, we're able to withdraw money before the attack happens.
Interesting. Great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Any other questions?
Yeah, go on. I think my question is more like, briefly, like holistically talking about technical part, but I'm not a technical guy. So I'm asking is that I suppose that you must have some like database about some hack activities in the past. So for you guys to have some like proactive kind of reactions and alert to the customers. So like what is the frequency or what's the update process will be like for you guys to get some like news about there's a new kinds of hacked activities in the market on chain. So if you like elaborate more on this part.
Yes. You're absolutely right. We need an excessive database of all the security incidents that happened before. And we created our own database based on the many open sources. Yes, this is a significant manual work. So any new incident must be added to our database. It must be checked. It must be added to the database by hand. So there is a analyst who does this work full time.
Okay, so but this has to be the manual work, right? It will not be automatic.
It can be automated, but not 100%.
Okay, gotcha. Well, thanks.
Thank you, Joel. Any other questions? Okay, seems not for now. Alex, I'm sure the rest will come in private. Thank you so much for the pitch. Great job. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And before moving on, I seen that Slava from Jets Capital just joined us. So Slava, do you want to give us a brief introduction on Jets Capital? Hey, Slava, do you hear us? Okay, maybe some technical issues. Okay, then you just let us know whenever you're ready for the brief introduction. But yeah, meanwhile, please enjoy the next pitch. And we're moving forward, and I wanted to pass the mic to Sidorva, representing Yusui, startup from Vietnam. So
yes,
the floor is yours.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, all good.
Hi, nice to meet everyone in meeting. I'm just gonna share my screen first. Yeah. All good, right?
Yes, all good to go.
All right. Well, good morning or good afternoon where you are. I'm Scytale, Investor Relations Manager at USV. Very excited to introduce this all-in-one platform building on Sui network, like by our parent company, SP Labs. And yeah, let's dive straight into the problems we aim to address in the Web3 space. Language, the in general complex Web3 we are looking at first. The language acts as a significant barrier to adoption, especially for the newcomers who are not fluent in English, let's say. And this issue particularly prevalent in regions like Korea and Japan, Vietnam, where users prefer localized services. And while launchpads, on the other hand, have proven to be an effective way to raise funds, they become increasingly increasingly susceptible to bear markets, and users are suffering from also token dump right after the TGE, and also causing negativity or user misbeliefs. Another common issue is also the significant selling pressure for the Launchpad tokens upon that exchange listing. And for USWE's solution to overcome these challenges, we are offering an easy access point, all Web3 related services in one place, and providing a risk-free and customized support. And we provide research content already in 5 different languages to support this process. Importantly, we have implemented a refund policy to protect our investors and build trust, which is very important in the target market to become a dominant and regional launchpad platform in Korea and Japan. So one of the unique aspects of USWE is also the community governance our platforms through voting to launch the specific project. So why all-in-one platform, most people ask? Because traditional launchpads often struggle with the continued user engagement as participants tend to withdraw their funds right after the launchpad event ends. So we are addressing this issue by implementing kind of circulation mechanism within the platform, ensuring that funds and tokens continue to circulate even the launchpad event ends, and preventing kind of hopefully token dumping by giving incentives to the token utility. And our business model is just straightforward with the fees implemented for each service we provide. And the incubation model in particular, charges an upfront fee along with the development costs, 2 to 3% token allocation as well, main revenue model. So also, let me introduce our core team members. Our Kyle Kim, CEO, is a blockchain expert and storytime founder with this project. He's brought this diverse team member with extensive experience in smart contract development, management, and incubation program. So over the past 2 years working together, they have participated in projects like Stepwatch and Infinity Games, and raising over 2 million in those projects. Our community traction has been pretty good. We have organically grown up to over 100K followers on Twitter and over 40K on Discord, moderated in multiple languages, and we currently rank in top 5 on task platform Zally Proves 3. This is directly downloaded from that task platform, and our active users are South Korea and Japan. Very high user buyer, I think. And that's why we're also targeting Japan and South Korea, Vietnam for the first target market. And then since the Turkey, India, specifically Nigeria in the African regions, in the Web3 industry emerging markets, we are also targeting them as our second targeting market. And for the roadmap, our IDO staking products are already released at the first stage, and Swap and Bridge has been already on the mainnet. And we are working on this NFT and social platform to be released in the next couple of months. Also for the marketing strategy, we have been leveraging again social task platforms for the organic community, and users have been farming our utility token. And also to expand our reach, we have implemented ambassador program. Right now we have over 700 of them globally, and also leveraging our ecosystem partners for cross marketing. And we are in contact with the SUI Foundation for educational content and workshops to be implemented in the APAC region. This is our XUI utility token. And the use cases, I think you're running out of time. And the tokenomics, we could talk it later in a one-on-one chat, I think. And we are currently in the seed round, seeking to raise 300K in exchange for 6% token allocation. And these are the partnerships we have on the ecosystem, and strong relationships with the exchange as well, centralized exchanges. and some media outlets has been recognized us also. Yeah, thank you for listening. And yeah, if you have any questions, please go ahead, or any feedbacks are also welcome.
Thank you so much, Scytale.
I hope I was on time.
Yes, all good, all perfect. Yeah. Any questions, please?
Hi, Stuart. Thank you for the pitch. Quick question. On the refund policy, could you elaborate a bit on that and what that entails?
A refund policy.
Yeah.
Yes, so the refund policy we are doing is actually, most people are asking our users to. It's of course not 100% honestly, because like the users are eligible for the refund if the token, like after the token generation, the token price falls below the ideal price for a week, for the consecutive 7 days. So they are eligible for a refund for the rest of the distribution, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Thank you.
Joe, do you have a question?
Yeah, I got one. So yeah, I think in your own opinions, what do you think the characteristics that make you differentiate from other launchpad?
I'm sorry, I didn't get the question. Can you please repeat?
Yeah, I mean, what will be the differentiations for your projects compared to other launchpad?
Okay. Compared to the other launchpads, I would say again, why we are trying to do it, it's not just a launchpad, all-in-one platform. We keep saying that, also providing this kind of ecosystem in one platform, helping users to take advantage of this convenience and then navigate this platform. Because even like personally, I myself try to use, let's say we are offering our utility token for the first time, right? And then SUI is pretty new on the mainnet, and then most of the users, they don't have SUI tokens, or they are digital assets on other chains. So they will have to just buy on the centralized exchanges or DEXs or bridge. So we provide already bridge and swap. So they just have to connect their wallet, and then, yeah, you know, it's convenient. They can bridge, swap, and then already connected wallet, and then participate in our launchpad. And then after the launchpad, they participated in ours. They can just do the same thing backwards and then convert if our token is listed into centralized exchange, they can just connect their wallet and then just send it there to kind of convenience they have. Like right after the NFT marketplace we launch, they can also trade. P2P trading also will be available, and more features will be coming in for the token utility and then token holders, those kind of advantages.
Got it. So your community management services will be bounded with your launchpad services, right? It cannot be separated. Because what I heard from different projects, maybe in Vienna, they got some language barrier to do some community educations. So maybe like community management would be another big market for you guys.
Exactly.
Just some suggestions.
Well, I didn't mention that. Sorry. We are headquartered in Vietnam. Our team is also based in South Korea, where I am based right now. And we have a marketing team in Japan also. That's why we are targeting those regions. And then that's why our team is pretty multilingual, and then supporting those languages, educational contents as well. Yes.
Cool. Yeah, I think there's a market for this. Thanks.
Sure.
Thank you, John. Any other question? Maybe Catherine or Alex? Okay. Seems all good for now. All right. If no other questions, then yes, Scytale, thank you so much for the pitch. I'm sure the rest will come in private. Thanks a lot. Great. Before moving on, just another check on Slava from Jets Capital. If you are with us and you can hear us well. Seems that Slava still enjoys the pitches, but in silent. And I just wanted to check once again on Piraya from KXVC.
Hi.
Hi, Piraya. Hi. Great. Yeah, I just wanted also to let you introduce the KXVC before we move on with the other pitches.
Yeah, I'm from KXVC. So KXVC is KBTG's and Kasikorn Bank in Thailand venture capital arm, and KX Ventures is a $100 million deep technology fund which focuses on Web3 and AI investment. So we're looking for the potential synergy with us, both strategically and another investment that we could help. So I am enjoying this so far. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Pirai. Yeah, great to have you with us. And there are more pitches to go, so stay tuned. Thank you. Amazing. So we have 4 more founders to go, and I wanted to pass the mic to Till Jordan, representing L0, a startup from UK. So Till, the mic is yours.
Thank you, Kate. I'll just share my screen quickly. Right, here we go. Hi, everyone. I'm Till, co-founder of L0, where we have developed the first platform for realistic blockchain simulation. So as you probably know, blockchain is a complex network of computers, which is why blockchains still suffer from a lot of basic issues with performance and security. And on top of that, we have seen several network outages. For example, Solana suffered from 17 outages last year, resulting in huge losses for investors and the community. So our solution is an all-in-one platform for the entire blockchain network lifecycle. Our platform is powered by our state-of-the-art simulation techniques, which allows us to run realistic networks, workloads, and cyber attacks. These simulations help identify issues early before they occur on a public network. And then we will use data from our simulations and from public blockchain networks to train a prediction model. And this prediction model will enable us to optimize node configurations in real time and predict network trends. This helps, for example, node operators be more profitable, reduce transaction fees for blockchain users, and also de-risks investments into cryptocurrencies. So our customers are split into 3 layers. First, we're targeting blockchain protocols, including layer 1 and layer 2, and app chains. These are usually funded by their respective foundations, who have more than $10 billion available to support projects like ours. Then for the second layer, we will kind of focus on staking providers. And currently, there are more than $49 billion staked on the top 5 cryptocurrencies only. And then for the predictions of network behavior, we target both the wider ecosystem and crypto investors. So blockchain wallets and crypto exchanges have a market size of $41.2 billion, and institutional crypto investors currently hold $21.8 billion in assets. Now, you might wonder what proof we have that we will actually be able to capture these markets. So we have developed an MVP that supports Ethereum, and we have traction for each of these layers. So on the first layer, we have a paying customer called SSV Network, who is paying us $40,000 as an onboarding fee, and with an expected yearly recurring revenue of $200,000. We also have a letter of intent from Consensus Mesh. And on the second layer, we have secured 2 partnerships with leading node providers and are in close talks with multiple staking providers. On the third level, we have tested our platform with 3 blockchain consultancies and are in close talks with multiple blockchain wallets and crypto exchanges. For simulations, we charge companies very similar to cloud providers for the resources they use. For our automatic node configuration, we charge a subscription fee and take a cut of the staking rewards. And then for the prediction model, we also charge a subscription fee. And we're the only platform currently that has all the tools needed to successfully improve blockchain. There's a few open source tools which analyze performance of blockchains, but they're not really able to simulate realistic networks or analyze security. Then we have Metrica, who monitors blockchains in real time, but does not have the data or the technology to fix any issues. But we're actually in close talks with Metrica to create a combined product which monitors nodes and optimizes them in real time. And then finally, we have Chainalysis, who monitors cryptocurrencies and financial crime, but they do not provide any tools for the underlying blockchain infrastructure. So our team ranges from PhD level experts in blockchain to computer science professors. We have Stefano and Federico, who work at relevant companies in the industry, and Vladimiro has more than 20 years of experience working in the field. My co-founder is Leonardo, who is an associate professor and a leading expert in blockchain. He pioneered the concept of a blockchain-based database and multi-layer blockchain architectures. I have been part of multiple entrepreneurship programs, and I've previously built a startup which created a tool for data handling, which currently has over 20,000 users. We're now raising our pre-seed round of £500,000. The investment will give us an 18-month runway and will be used to hire 3 additional developers and 1 business development manager. At month 6, we will have 10 paying customers and £500,000 of yearly recurring revenue. Month 12, we'll reach £1 million in revenue. And month 18, we will have 40 paying customers, £2 million in yearly recurring revenue, and we'll have completed our second round of funding. So join us now on our journey of becoming the all-in-one platform for blockchain networks and unlocking the full potential of blockchain technology. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Stel. Great pitch and great timing. Appreciate it. Any questions, please?
Thanks for the pitch. Quick question. So I presume you're Ethereum focused for the time being.
Yeah.
Well, what other ecosystems are you planning on expanding to?
We're mainly focused at the moment on proof of stake blockchains, mainly because the roadmap I showed, we want to then kind of help stakers be more profitable. But our architecture in terms of doing these simulations or tests is very modular, so we can plug in theoretically any kind of blockchain.
And how long does it take to plug in? What's the integration time?
It doesn't take very long. It's a matter of a few days. Because the main part that we have to plug in is different node clients and basically putting in the different software that runs the network. Sometimes if there is kind of custom metrics or information that these blockchains want to take out of the network, then that's where it takes a little bit longer, but it's only a matter of days.
Great, thank you.
Thank you, Jack. Any other questions?
Yeah, I got one. So hi, I would like to have 2 questions. First, it's how long it take to build your project so far, and secondly, so what will be the estimate burn rate for you guys? I mean, under this scale of team. 2 questions. Thanks.
Yeah, I think the first question I understood is we've been doing this basically since last year, but then my team has been researching these topics for about 10 years already. So they were part of a research group at the University of Southampton. And then the second question, I don't think I fully understood. Maybe you could repeat it.
Yeah, I think what would be the your monthly cost? And I think, oh, by the way, I have some follow-up questions that I think you might have your pre-seed round, right? So could you disclose a little bit about how much you raised in the pre-seed and what was the monthly cost for you guys so far?
Oh, how much did it cost so far to do this for us?
Yeah, correct.
So we run our whole platform is cloud-based. So at the moment we run it on AWS, and then we're also part of the Google Web3 starter program. So for that, we, for example, get $200,000 in credits, and then for AWS we have credits as well. So actually, while there is cost of running the platform, for us we don't actually pay that because we have all these credits. So at the moment there's only kind of operational costs for which are very low. And yeah, I think about the pre-seed round, we're raising £500,000 at the moment.
Okay, gotcha. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other questions? Catherine, Alex, Piraya, Slava, you're good now, right? Okay, seems so. All right, so thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Great job. Yeah, I'm sure the rest will come on private calls. And before moving forward, no, all good. We can move forward now. Perfect. So let me pass the mic then to Mihai Javan, representing FoodFix, a startup from UK, for the next pitch.
Thank you very much. Hello guys, just a second to share my screen. Okay, so all done. So hi again. I proudly represent FoodFix, which is the home for food knowledge. When we talk about food knowledge, the best chart to have in mind is this one by Gallup and Cookpad. Across the world, families eat 10 meals at home, out of which 7 are home cooked. This means that food knowledge as an asset class has billions of usage worldwide every day. Actually, this is probably the most used asset class on a global scale. I don't know if it's too hard to say that, but I really believe it. When we think about food knowledge, we think about eating utility. Most of the recipes found on these platforms are common on the internet and don't award their creators. This is actually one of the biggest problems that we are seeking today. There are over 1 million food creators who they don't publish their recipes because there is no way to protect their IP. A second asset utility is entertainment, which has grown massively with TikTok and in the pandemic. However, most short videos can't and aren't used for eating, as doing so requires the conversion to a full recipe. It's very hard to cook a recipe to a short video on TikTok. And a third utility is the healthcare and wellness. This is usually backed by a meal plan with the same common recipes. As you can see, the market is fragmented and it's missing the core infrastructure. What they all have in common is that they don't award the creators for their IP rights because there is no infrastructure to sustain it. Like in the music industry. In the music industry, you have the infrastructure to award all the musicians. But in the food industry, we don't have right now this infrastructure. So we set to build the infrastructure. It's going to be the home for food knowledge. Why we do that? Because we wanted to go after the big problem, which is how do we help as many food creators as possible to make a full-time living of their recipes. So we are building the technology that helps as many food creators as possible to make a full-time living of their recipes. Of course, there are a lot of ways to monetize food knowledge. And for us, these 3 are the main one. So we have the recipe licensing, we have the transaction fees, and of course, we have the subscription revenue. Of course, we can talk about it, but this subject is very complicated, and we have to put it in another session. If we look at the market size, right now we are approaching a market size that it's almost 2 billion. And in the first and second stage, we are approaching the food influencer market and also the cookbook and recipe. Why I'm saying about the cookbook, because almost all the creators, their dream is to create cookbooks. And right now we are building the technology to easily create these cookbooks via Web3. If we go and see the grow will and go to market, we know that almost all the startups that are in the market in this area, they are looking at the users and they try to grow the users part. But we are looking in a different way because we want to put the focus on the creator. And we are building the technology for the creators to be able to monetize their own IP, meaning that we are giving the technology and they will be able to share their own IP to their fan base and their fan base to use their IP and pay for that. When we look at our team, I am very lucky to see that I am surrounded by proven builders. Andrea, for example, runs the creator community. She is uniquely qualified to do this as he led World Chef organizations for 8 years. Also, maybe to keep it short, our tech team delivered projects in Web2 and Web3 for banks, food industry, automotive, and as you can see, also telco. With this awesome team, we accomplish a lot of milestones that we have on the roadmap. And we can say that right now we have the alpha testing version for the Web3 product. We have the beta testing for the Web2 product. We are now a member of Microsoft for Startup Founders Hub. We have a letter of intent with a partner for B2B recipe distribution to 15,000 restaurants in US, in New York, and in LA. We understand very well the ecosystem of the creators, and right now we have in our pipeline 500 food content creators that are totalizing more than 250 million fan base. Why I'm saying that? Because in our roadmap, we are focusing right now to enroll as much as food creators we can and to launch the first Web3 cookbook application. What we ask, we are in the pre-seed and we want to raise 500K in a hybrid way, equity plus token warrant, with the scope of enrolling more than 100 creators and to get 100,000 fan consumers. That's all, folks.
Thank you, Mihai. Thank you so much. Any questions, please?
Hi, yeah, quick question here. I saw on the previous slide, did you say you've raised money through a token already?
Yes. In a soft manner, and we raised 150K until now.
What's the plan?
So we are in the pre-seed round.
Okay, great. And then what's the plan for the token? What's the general utility for it?
This is a discussion that it's larger than we can manage it here. If you are interested, we can establish a meeting and discuss all these type of details, like the utility, the economics, and so on.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Nice.
Great, Mihai. That's an amazing way to convert VCs into meetings.
Yeah, thanks.
Any other questions?
No, but it's really it is a big subject, and we don't have enough time here to cover all the utility part of the token and all the economics part and so on. So it's better to move it in a separate meeting if you are okay with that, Joe.
Fully agree, fully support that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Yeah, hello, Mihai. I got one. So you mentioned about AI, so maybe I missed it or not. So could you elaborate more on like what will be the AI integration of your project will be?
I'm very glad that you asked that. I was hoping for this question. So right now we have a very nice utility of the AI, meaning that all the problem is that today, almost all the content creators, they have recipes on YouTube or TikTok. And to move their content in our platform, it will be difficult for them. So what we do, we said, okay, we have to move all the content in our standardized recipe in just one click for the creator. And how we do that? The creator just copy the link from YouTube, paste it in our platform, and our AI will analyze the video and transform the video in a curated and very detailed recipe. which that's why I'm saying our platform will become the home for food knowledge. Because when we look at the recipe, we are looking in a different levels and in very detailed way, meaning that we see we see the ingredients, we see the I don't know, information like society, we see all the nutrition facts, we split the steps how to execute the recipe. Because imagine, I don't know if you cook at home, but it's very difficult to execute a recipe via YouTube. Because you have the long video, you mess some steps, you have to go back, forward, and your hands are full with, I don't know what ingredients you have nearby. So the experience, it's not in a good way for the end user. So we transform this experience in a better and a very nice way to cook at home.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think thanks for elaboration. Thanks.
And I just want to make the statement that right now the AI is working, because we are in the stage to enroll the creators, the chefs, and this is the pitch that we have with them. We say, guy, okay, let's make an exercise. Give me one link and I will paste it in the platform. And in a couple of seconds, you will see how your recipe will look in our platform. And all of them, they are, whoa, it's amazing. It's this job, it's cutting me a couple of hours of working.
Yeah, I think I'm really excited to see this kind of demo in our meetings.
Sure. For sure. I am very excited to have this discussion.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much, Mihai. Any other questions? Okay. Seems not for now. So Mihai, thank you for this tasty presentation. I have to think about my dinner now. Thanks for that.
Yes. Actually, I have also one statement about that. There is a survey made on a global level who said that each person each day spends at least 40 minutes thinking about what they will eat on that day. So 40 minutes.
And more, trust me.
Yeah. And this is another future for our consumers, meaning that we will create content, curated content for them to easily see the recipes that are aligned with their goals.
That's amazing. I'm really excited. Please keep us posted.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
All
guys.
right. Amazing. So we're moving on. We have two more great teams to go. So I wanted to pass the mic to Eugene, representing Creon Games, a startup coming from UAE. So Eugene, the floor is yours.
Yes. Hi, colleagues. It's a pleasure to meet you all in this meeting. And let me start. Hi, dear colleagues, partners, and disruptors. My name is Eugene, and we are Creon Games, #1 global gamer engagement and monetization platform for brands and agencies. And to make my pitch more personal and interesting, let me start from the story of our team. The Creon Games is a team of top game developers and artists who have launched world-famous games in PlayerX, EA Games, and My Games. The founders have deep corporate and international experience launching digital products, including Web3, all over the world. Together, we have reached 14 million downloads of our mobile apps in 9 countries. And we have worked with the global game publishers for years. And what we have learned from many years of mobile apps launch worldwide. Today, we see the situation when audience discovery and engagement is migrating to gaming. And lots of brands faces a problem of losing a young Generation Z audience, which results in incurred loss of revenues and margin. Even the matured consumers spend 12 hours a week playing video games. And today, some of the progressive brands already interact with gaming audience in games and get profits from it. And the problem is that today there is no smart and scalable tools for collaboration among brands, games, and gaming audience. Brands need this audience. Game studios and publishers have this audience, and gamers are ready to interact with brands in a modern way and get rewards from this collaboration. And as a solution, we're launching Creon Games engagement and monetization platform, where brands interact with gaming audience and get new clients, while game studios and publishers rewards, retain, and monetize gamers, including in a modern way of a Web3 and NFT mechanics. As a proof of concept, we launched mobile game Rebel Run. This is a free mobile game available for download right now. You can play using custom or branded 3D or NFT avatars, complete branded game levels, research branded content, and get digital rewards in forms of bonuses, tokens, cashbacks, and NFTs from our partners. In fact, we provide partners a platform where they can interact with the gaming audience, communicate, and provide valuable rewards in a modern way. We compare ourselves with other solutions in terms of motivation to play and the potential to reach a large audience. And we believe that we have all advantages over both popular fiat games and sensational play-to-earn products launched for last years. We worked on classic mobile game market and help partners to adapt users and clients to Web3 technologies in a native way. And we work with both global gamers market as of 3 billion players and growing Web3 gaming audience as of 1.5 million gamers today. Our go-to-market strategy based on signing contracts with the top brands, IPs, and communities, as well as publishing agreements with the global game publishers and industry partners. And you ask, why are we so confident in our business model? Because we have an awesome traction as of today. We have signed agreements with the one global game publisher, one media partner with a multi-million audience in APAC and MENA regions, 10 integrated NFT collections, and 2 corporate pilots. And our soft launch shows amazing metrics of only 10 cents in cost per install and time spent per user of 11 minutes. Just imagine that with us, you can generate users for your Web3 product or classic brand or corporation with only 10 cents customer acquisition cost. Isn't it a miracle for the 23rd year? We're ready to prove it by a pilot with your portfolio projects and companies. We use several monetization strategies, a classic well-known battle pass in-app purchases and advertising, and high-margin Web3 tools, NFT collection sales, and royalties. Now we are on a pre-seed stage with a 600,000 safe note round, of which 300 have already been closed. We are fully packed for a global scaling right now. In the next 4 years, we plan to get 33 million game installs, as well as $170 million in revenue, with a quite good margin of up to 40%. And today, we have all important enablers and capabilities to achieve these ambitions. And last but not least, that we want to say to all the participants, don't miss the race of the century. Create this incredible gaming universe with us. Thank you all. I'll be happy to discuss how we can bring value to any of your portfolio projects and tell more about cases during the event. Feel free to reach out to me.
Thank you so much, Eugene. That was a great presentation. Really appreciate the timing and the content. So yeah, please, any questions from the investor side? I think we should follow the tradition. Maybe Jack, you go first.
Yeah, one. So, like, for your platform, you're mainly focused on the leisure game, or like, or is there any like plans on like which segments of games, or what type of games that you're planning to introduce?
Yes, we introduce like in-game currency, partners tokens, coupons, or cashbacks. And now the main mechanic right now in the season, there are NFTs of our partners. So the rewarded season contain digital rewards in a valuation of a 10K USDC. So there are different NFTs, like some of the famous projects and our NFTs as well.
Oh, so you'll be one game but different NFT utility, right? My understanding.
Yes. Right now,
Okay.
we 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 get all the metrics with only one game, but in the next 2 years we will launch additional 3 or 4 games, and this is will be a platform with the different games, and players could move assets from one game to another, and that's how we will utilize all the new gamers in all the next games.
So will you guys build up the game all by yourself, or you will have some like Web2 game transform?
Yes, this is our in-house game development, because we as a studio, we already launched games before. There were 7 hyper casual pilots with quite good results in the different regions, and some of other game mechanics. And we chose for this game and business, we chose the infinite runner genre, because it's very engaging. Retention metrics are quite good, and we can easily integrate the rewarded gifts for the gamers, and these gifts motivate them play more during the day and during the rewarded season.
Got your point. Thanks.
Thank you. Any other questions? Catherine, Haraya, Slava, are you good, or you have any questions? Okay, seems everyone else is good. I think that was clear from the pitch. So Eugene, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, the rest will come during private conversations. Thank you.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Amazing. So the last but not least, I wanted to pass the mic to Ilya Kulibakin, representing the World of Abyss startup coming from Estonia. So Ilya, the floor is yours.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So can you see my pitch deck?
Yes, all good to go.
Okay, hello, my name is Ilya Kulibakin, and I'm co-founder and CBDO of Guerrilla's Game Dev Studio. Our mission is actually to make really fun and engaging games and to make gaming truly hardcore again. Currently, we are developing very ambitious cross-platform lineage-like massive multiplayer RPG game with the name World of the Abyss, or how we call it, Water in short. The beta of the game is already launched on App Store and Play Market and Google Play Market. We also have special optimized PC version for the community, so I won't stop too much on visuals and description of the game. You can try it by yourself and evaluate the level of fun and gameplay. As you know, the most important aspect of the game is fun and engagement. And playing many modern RPG games, we found that there are significant problems with them. The first one is that there is almost no true massive online multiplayer in mobile RPG games. And there is no true seamless open world and true PvP or player versus player mechanics. At any moment, while 60% of more than 65% of players want these mechanics to be true. The second one is that the games play themselves. As you know, most of the mobile MMORPG and IRPG games have after-play mechanics and after-battle mechanics, while people, men and women from 18 to 49, they report that they are sick and tired of these practices and they don't want to be engaged in this kind of the games. And the third one, that black markets, with black markets, where people trying to buy and sell gear, in-game gear, these players become defrauded and they suffer from it. So we are trying to solve this problem, all these problems with our game. As you know, the market is huge for now, the gaming market itself, and as modern investors say, gaming is not fun anymore. In a sense, it's serious business now. And we are focusing mostly on the MMORPG market, and its volume, as you can see, is around 20 billions. and we are going to get a good cut of it, a minimum of 300 millions. So if we speak about solutions that we bring to solve those problems that I mentioned before, those solutions are that we create true seamless open world with real PvP anywhere, anytime on the location. Also, our proprietary server technology allows us to keep up to 15,000 players on one server, so people can play in one location. We also waived all after play and after battle mechanics, so now our game is truly hardcore and 100% engaging. And we are also implementing Web3 peer-to-peer marketplace based on NFT technology. We have very cool competitors, actually, among them Genshin Impact, Nina Kuni, Albion Online, Mir4, and actually they have very high volumes in sense of money and huge players base, and but we benefit over them in many senses, so we are going to get some of their players to play water. I should also mention some of our unique selling points. Among them are AI-powered side quests and AI-powered user-generated content. If, as you know, this is very trendy, trendy trend for now. So we have very simple and proven business model. It's proven by time and other MMORPG games. So we have most of our monetization comes from through in-app purchases, subscription, battle passes, and loot boxes. This is like classic free-to-play games monetization. And as we are going to have 13 million players by the end of the next year, they will give us an average check of $4 each of this player. In addition to this, 50% of these players will be converted to Web3 players, and we also will charge them special subscription fee for Web3, let's say Web3 participation. Also, we are going to get 30% commissions from all transactions from our peer-to-peer marketplace, and we are expecting about 6 million deals in 3 years. If you speak, that's our financial forecast. I won't stop too much on this. If you are interested, we can speak separately, and also you can see some details in our financial model, which is also very elevated. If you speak about our go-to-market strategy, our experience showed and test, and also like traffic tests showed that the most efficient way to acquire and monetizable players in MMORPG is targeted traffic from TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. We optimized our traffic accounts and got the average minimum cost per installation of about 30 cents for USA, Canada, and Latin America. This is like most monetizable from our point of view, most monetizable customers. So we are going to invest initially 300K of raised money to this targeted traffic, which will give us initial boost and will help us to establish a massive online, go viral, and initiate network effect. Also, we will reach no-name bloggers, which usually have small but very loyal audience, and which shows as most efficient influencers. And also with our in-game bonuses, battle passes, and items, we are going to make people attract their friends and extend network effects, etc.
Ilya, I'm sorry to interrupt. We're a bit more than 5 minutes already. So if you want to finish with the last slides, please go ahead.
I think, yeah, we can discuss our traction later. And what we are asking 500K in pre-seed round, and that's how we divide our spends to finish like PC version. And we are offering as well as token allocation and also profit share from our Web2 for our Web2 profits. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ilya. Thank you for the presentation. Let's go ahead with questions then. Joe, Jack, do you have guys questions?
All good here. Thanks.
Thank you. Joe, do you have questions?
No, I think I'm good for this one. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Piraya, Alex, Slava. All good from your side, Catherine as well? Okay.
Okay, good. No
Okay,
question, no stress.
I think that was pretty clear, Elias. So yeah, I think the rest might come in private. So thank you so much for presenting and sharing this with us today.
Thank you. I will upload this presentation. It's a little bit long, so if you are interested, you can read from InnMInd platform.
That's amazing. That's perfect. Thank you for that. Amazing. So I think that we are done for today. So I really, really appreciate all the founders who came super great prepared. And of course, this is thanks to our amazing analytics team, Abdul and Alex, who actually took care of the startups before the pitch. And as always, yeah, thank you so much, VCs, investors who came today supporting us and the startups. And guys, founders, don't worry, we will take care of sending all your information and startup profiles to all VCs for feedback and potential introductions. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. And for everyone interested in the next pitching sessions, please keep an eye on our events calendar on the platform. We always publish all the upcoming events there. So feel free to apply and yeah, stay tuned for the next events. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great night, evening, morning, depending where you are.
Thanks, everyone. See you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye.